In this video, we will discuss the next component of cell, that is cytoplasm. The ground substance present inside the cell is known as cytoplasm. Basically, it is a fluid jelly-like substance present in the cell between the nuclear membrane and the cell membrane. As we have discussed the diagram, beta, let us suppose this is a cell, beta, this is the nucleus present at the center. Between this cell membrane and this nuclear membrane, there is a fluid present that is known as a cytoplasm. It is the ground substance of a cell. All the chemical reactions which are known as metabolic activities are occurring inside the cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is the site of all the metabolic activities occurring inside it. It has various tiny structures, microscopic structures in it, which helps in performance of those metabolic activities, and those tiny structures are known as cell organelles. These are the tiny microscopic structure present inside the cell which performs various metabolic activities or which controls the various metabolic activities. The next one, this cytoplasm physically appears in the two forms. When we closely look at the cell, then it is differentiated as of two parts. The inner part is the granular part, and the outer part, which is towards the boundary, is the clear mass. These granules are present due to various kind of substances like proteins, amino acids, all these kind of molecules which are present in the endoplasm. The inner part, which is granular means danedar. The inner granular part of cytoplasm is referred as endoplasm. It has granules. Whereas outer clearer mass, which is towards the boundary, that is the clearer mass, that is referred as ectoplasm. So it has physically, this differentiation is on the basis of physical appearance. On the basis of physical appearance, cytoplasm will appear in two forms. One is the outer mass, which is clearer, which do not possess any kind of granules. The other one is inner mass, which is the granular part, which has certain granules, that is known as endoplasm. Next, cytoplasm consists of two parts. The one is cytosol and another one is cell organelles. The cytosol is the basic ground substance which contains 90% of water, 90 to 92% of water, and rest 10% are various chemical substances dissolved in it. Various proteins, various DNA molecules, various RNAs are present in that, and somehow various vesicles are present in that. Somehow they help in the various kind of activities inside the cell. So this is the cytosol, the base. Next, it performs two very important functions. The first one is it acts as a storehouse. We all have stores in our houses, bache. What purpose they serve? We used to put our basic materials which are not enough continuous use, we place them in there. So we will use to store certain things which are not of daily use in there. So likewise, it is a storehouse. It stores certain materials which are somewhat required at a particular time for metabolism, for metabolic activities. So it acts as a storehouse for various chemical substances, various chemical compounds which are required in various metabolic activities or which are essential for metabolism inside the cell. तो मेटाबॉलिज्म के लिए जो केमिकल्स चाहिए, जो केमिकल्स होते हैं सेल में, जो केमिकल्स बनते हैं, उन्हें स्टोर करने का काम कौन करता है? साइटोसोल. नेक्स्ट, साइटोसोल इज द साइट ऑफ मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटीज. साइटोसोल में कुछ मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटीज होती भी हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल ग्लाइकोलिसिस, that you will study in your higher classes in detail. I just give you a rough idea of it. What is glycolysis? We eat food, beta. That food contains starch, and we digest that starch into glucose. That you will study in your previous classes. Ultimately, the carbohydrates are broken down into glucose. then that glucose is taken inside the cell by blood. Blood will carry it and the blood will gives that glucose to the cell. That is known as assimilation. Then that glucose is broken into the simple substances to produce energy. The breakdown of that glucose is known as glycolysis. This breakdown occurs in the presence of oxygen. And this glycolysis, this breakdown of glucose takes place inside the cytosol of cytoplasm. So, cytosol is a storehouse for various chemicals which are required for metabolism, as well as cytosol is essential for certain metabolic activities. It is the site of those metabolic activities. It is the region where those metabolic activities takes place.